Welcome back to Bonanza Disc Golf. Today, we have a disc which has been rebranded, basically, that I'm going to be reviewing out here at Frontera Park. A 9-tee pad, 18-hole course, because there's 2 baskets on each hole, so we'll run through it. Shorts first, then longs. Reviewing the new ThoughtSpace Athletics Vex Vessel. I thought it was going to be just a zone, but apparently it's actually the ringer top zone. If you can kind of see, there's a thumb track in there. And so I brought out just a normal zone to throw against it, which is the Mega Glow sample that Infinite did. I think they're all sold out. Infinite's been running some Mega Glow stuff with Discraft, but I'll leave these linked below in case they ever restock. However, this disc, the Vex Vessel, has the chance to be the last ever disc added to my 50K subscriber giveaway. But if I can't shoot whatever number under par that Siri decides at the end of this video, I'm gonna ask between 0 and 18 under par. And there is way more wind out here than the weather app said. Then we'll add this to the 50K subscriber giveaway. That being said, hole 1 is 182 feet. I don't have a ring top zone to compare it to because I sold it in my little mystery boxes that I did earlier last month. I will say, ThoughtSpace always puts out some sweet artwork. I like the otter for James Proctor. I think this is one of his signature discs this year. And what I remember from the ring top zone, which it seems like this is the exact same one, it's just rebranded, which is a smart thing to do because I think the bang top zone, the banger top, is what won the poll that Discraft had between these two when they put them out in the battle pack last year. And so they released that disc, and I thought they were going to release them both, but they gave it to another company where they're still making money on it, but also it's going to another company. It's an interesting situation. I wonder if they'll continue doing that in the future. That being said, this does feel shallower than a normal zone because where kind of the thumb track sits, it just drops down the flight plate. So your fingers are actually touching the flight plate faster than on your typical zone. So this feels even a little deeper than this. And I personally find this slightly more comfortable. This is better for forehand though, I think, in my opinion. But backhand, I prefer the glow zone or just a normal zone. We'll throw the Vessel backhand first. I'm gonna try to have a pretty similar amount of backhands and forehands over the 18 holes today. I'm just hoping Siri doesn't give me like 17 under par because the first time I ever tried this, Siri did that and then I think it scarred me for life, so I haven't done it since. I'm hoping Siri's a little nicer to me today. All right, Vex Vessel, little shimmery, metal flake plastic, 180 feet on a backhand. Stable. That's pretty good. It's pretty parked. It's a lot of headwind right now. The wind's actually dying, which is nice. I've been yapping enough that it died. And the glow zone, I think this is going to be more understable than that. It's also a little gummier. Definitely more understable, but I made it. Oh, not quite. Not even close, actually. So if you're like Ezra 8 or Hole 2, big shout out, just took down the Discmania Challenge. I played that event. He beat me by 50 strokes. That's how bad I played and how good he played. Yikes. But he really liked the ringer top zone. I wonder if he'll be allowed to throw this. I know he's just throwing a ring top zone, I think, or he was. If it's not approved, he's not throwing it. I know he's abiding by the laws, but he liked the ring top zone over the bang top zone, which I personally agreed with until I've thrown the banger zone more, which I actually like it. I think they both have their place. I do like that it's a more overstable complement to the normal zones. 1 down through 1. Siri's got nothing on me. 181 feet. I think this one's a little forehand. We got OB to the right. It's gonna be interesting going to the long basket when we play through these again. Maybe not, it's just a longer forehand. We'll see how this holds up. We have a left to right, so touch of Anheuser at it. Or just flat, but still fine. Should be a birdie. Wow, that thing has got some stability. Okay, my forehand's just bad, actually. It's not the disc. Well, beat it in. 154. Still got that left to right, so try to just stall it in over the tree. Come on. Oh! We got it chain high. I think to feel safe about Siri not screwing me over, I want to be 5 or 6 down through the front 9 and probably 9 or 10 down total. Luckily, it's a simple little pitch and putt course out here. Great for reviewing some putters, which is why this video and a video in a couple days is going to be out here for another new Casaplast disc. It's a great time to be a Bo Ding Ding subscriber, I'm just saying. The shot is much better for the long basket. Circle too, bud. Holy cow. Oh, we're back in Denver, baby. We're back in Denver where the putts don't glide and your hopes are died. That's the wrong word, but that's okay. All right, gotta spin it more. It was a little too up and down for my liking, but 2 through 3. The beauty of getting back to elevation means the putts drop significantly faster. It's like the biggest difference from playing at sea level versus at like a Denver elevation and then even higher into the mountains is how much your putters glide versus don't. It always feels easier to putt whenever I'm playing at sea level, so that's why I'm moving. 258 with a little tailwind. I could throw this backhand, but we got 330 of the back nine for there, so I think I'm just gonna try to punch this on a good amount of anhyzer, but high enough that it will fade. Because if I push it on a lot of anhyzer and put it too low, I'll just throw it into the ground. You've definitely never seen that happen on my channel before. Oh. Still wasn't as high as I wanted it to be. If it was a little higher, it like swings back left. Instead, because I threw it on anhyzer and a little lower than I wanted, the nose is too down, so it really didn't swing too far back to the right. Should have a putt though. Just throwing high has not been my specialty. Come on, zone. That's much better. Ooh, that's pretty saucy. I think the thumb track partially has to do with stability. I don't really know what else it would be because I think it's very similar to the zone. They just changed the flight plane in the thumb track. But it does seem to just want to be more overstable out of the box. And that was true of the ringer top zone, even over the banger top zone and the normal zone. When I first reviewed the battle pack when it came out, the bang top was a touch more overstable than the normal zones, I thought. And the ring top was the most overstable. I don't exactly know physics-wise why, but that seems to ring true because I really don't think that Thought Space changed his mold at all, which is kind of smart because it was a popular mold as it was, just not quite as popular as the banger top. I do think I'd use this a good ways, so I'm still gonna have a long putt. Ooh, not that bad actually. Just a little past. Oh, I saw that last second drop, but I popped it hard enough this time. 3 through 4. Not bad. Hole 5, 170, little island hole. We got the path right, we got the path left. And we have some lights that I've hit in other videos before. But not today. Keep it in tight. I'm gonna try to honestly throw this mostly flat, just soft. Wasn't exactly what I wanted, but it was close. A little too nose up. Let's see if I can ace it with the zone. Nope. Ooh, that thing is so much straighter and I keep hitting paths. Sometimes better to be lucky than good. I do like that Thought Space has kind of this embossment on the disc. You can see for Thought Space on the top and Vessel on the bottom. I'm intrigued if Discraft is going to be working with any other companies besides Climo, who is Ken Climo's manufacturing partner, obviously Discraft. And they make his own line of discs. And then these seem to be the Thought Space discs that are coming out from Discraft, which are the Expanse, which I think is the old Surge SS mold, which has maybe been retooled a little bit. The Discraft XL is the new Thought Space Persona, which is a really flippy 7-speed. And then this disc. I wonder if there'll be any other companies who will work at Discraft or if it's an exclusive partnership with Thought Space. I also wonder if it's a model that we see other companies, like bigger, older companies like an Innova or even a Gateway doing. I know Gateway does it a lot, but not with any major popular brands. Innova, I think, just started doing it with AGL, which I need to review their new line of discs. So we'll see. This one looks like they just added this tree. I don't remember it being there ever before. So we'll throw a backhand. 163. Stand still. Get it chain high. Come on. What a line to park it. Also love that there's concrete around all these baskets. So I just skipped to 15 feet. It makes you practice your putting if you think you parked it. And then it ruins your disc a little too. That's better. Not stable enough. Oh, that with the Vessel is nice. Come on, PA3, drop. A little too much height on that one. Overcompensation for the drop. Gotta step it up or Siri's gonna get on me. All right, hole 7, 211. Basically the same shot as I just threw, except I'm gonna try to do the exact same thing, just a little harder, and then move my angle a little more flat to anhyzer instead of just flat to hyzer. Wind is kind of coming off the right to left, so it's gonna help push it towards the basket. I'm gonna keep trying to do a little standstill and be smooth and see how it flies at a 210 foot upshot. Dude, I thought I was gonna hit the friggin' concrete thing again. That is pretty money. I thought I pulled it over on too much anhyzer, but it's a stable boy. Oh gosh, don't worry about what happened to the zone. Just don't worry about it. Was there even a zone for the rest of this video? Who knows? There we go. That's where I wanted that putt to be made. Figuring it out again. All it took was 6 holes. And hopefully I make all my putts from here out forever. 183, got a right to left. We do have OB beyond. It's a little bit beyond. I'm gonna try some extra saucy. Riding the wind on an anhyzer that kind of sits down at the basket as if this is like a path that we have to follow in the woods. If only people were allowed to live by wooded courses. Wouldn't that be a luxury? But everyone has to live in Denver. It's crazy. Picturing that makes that shot so much easier. Instead of just like, oh, let me throw an anhyzer. Picturing those woods make that shot so much easier. Wow. All right. Well, we'll tap that in and be 6 through 8. So if I get the last one on the front nine and then 2 aces, I'll shoot a perfect round. And then I don't even have to worry about what Siri says. Yeah, wow, the vessel is so much more overstable. I keep saying that, but that's why I'm not going to be throwing the zone anymore, because I just keep doing that, and it's the same result every time. Crazy how the disc doesn't change. Easy peasy. Bang, bang. Hole 9, 179. There's hazard in the road. Oh, this only calls it hazard. It doesn't even say OB. I didn't realize that ever. But I guess you play where it lies always on this course. Good thing I haven't thrown it OB yet, otherwise I'd be taking some misplays. 2-stroke penalties. There used to be a Mando on that light pole where you have to throw left of it, and it's not there anymore, but I got that integrity of the game in my heart, so I'm not gonna throw it to the right of it, just throw the easy hyzer. Though now that I say that, it really tempts me. A little too nose up, but we'll take that. Oh, that's pretty nice actually. I just gotta finish that throw, popping the nose up, see if I can keep the nose down. That's better. That with the vessel might have gone in, but I can say that about like half my shots and just change the disc and pretend we're in Disc Golf Valley, and then every shot that I threw would have been an ace, especially this one. See, if I would have just thrown a little bit more understable, a little slower putter, it's in the basket. Whoa, that almost popped out left side. 7 through 9 on the front. At least 3 more birdies and no bogeys, and the odds are actually stacked in my favor if we're going from 0 to 18. But this back 9 is definitely trickier. Obviously, every hole's longer, but the lines also get a little tighter to OB, so it should be fun. Hole 10, 244 to the red, pushing us this way. Seems to all be kind of concentrated on this corner though, and then it lessens out as you get over there. There's some kids playing with some crazy noisemaker over there. Oh my gosh, it sounds like someone is dying, but it is like one of those party things. It gives me like visceral dad instinct stuff right now, but yeah. We'll throw the zone a couple times in this back 9. I'll show you if it's close to an ace run. I'll throw it every hole. But something like this will, wow, that is like, it sounds like close enough to my daughter sometimes when she's screaming that like my heart rate is spiking every time that they're doing that. Okay, we'll throw this most holes, and I'll show you if it's close. This hole will be a big tell of the differences though, because of how much more overstable this will be fighting against that left-right wind. We're gonna throw it on a backhand, and yeah, I was gonna say we have to keep it left of that light pole, but I'm not calling any Mandos here. We're just throwing. Go. Oh gosh. Easy par. 7 through 10, 258, OB pinches along kind of where the fairway is. You really want to kind of base this one or come in a little short and left. We do have mostly a tailwind with a little left to right, so it should help stable it out. If I throw it over the blue basket, we're in business. That's not too much hyzer. Hit the tree. Yeah. That saved me from an OB stroke. I don't know why all my forehands are coming out so hyzery though. Let's See if I can throw this one clean, because I will have to throw a couple more forehands on this course. That's better. That's so much better. Oh, just in front of the face. I just put it out of bounds. Dang it. You get to the red ones, you're throwing over 250 feet and just the knees are shaking and you're throwing at OB. Oh, I threw it into the hazard actually, not OB. Forgot I have to putt from this. With the penalty stroke, so this is for bogey. Back to 6 under. Now I need 4 birds on the last 7. Let's just get them all. Why not? 186 over that bush. Come on. Fade. Oh. All right, 330 for hole 13. OB to the right. Wait, is it hazard or OB? If it's hazard, it's actually easier. Yep, it just says hazard, which is good because that means if I'm OB by the basket, I can still make a par. Don't hit it. Thank goodness. Oh, it's money. I think that's parked. It might be a touch short. The thing flies so good. I like it a lot more than I like a zone, I think. At least the stability. Gee, that was pretty blistered. Good discs. Bucky's. That's not bad. It's a little short. I thought I'd glide a little more in the wind. The zone's a touch glidier. Threw it on more hyzer though. Closer to the basket. Really not bad. The vessel is here and the zone's over here. So I got a good look for birdie. Not even gonna lie, I was a little afraid of putting it OB again like I did on hole 11. Never with this guy though. You just throw it low. Got that bogey and it kicked my butt into gear a little bit. Got a turkey. And we have 4 to play. And I'm 9 down right now. So getting to 13 feels pretty good on my chances to save it. In fact, it feels 13-18. It's good, which is 5.5 times 13, 65 and 7, 72% good. But that means I have to get all of them. 254, right to left wind. I would chuck a forehand at it, but we've been doing that too much. Just kidding. I just want to actually throw a solid flat backhand. Just like that. Just got to drop in. Oh, why? Oh, so close. Come on. Come on. I wish there was a freaking camera on that basket, because I think one of them was 6 inches in front and one of them was 6 inches behind. Come on, PA3, please Goldilocks this thing. Push it, wind. That's the worst shot ever. What are you doing? Looks like these 3 are doing some sort of ceremony around the basket. They're all like equidistant. What the heck? Good thing I threw the PA3 first. 3 more birdies. Come on, man. I gotta hit some metal. I gotta hit some metal. 286. Similar wind, right to left. Just a little harder. Touch more anhyzer. That's not enough anhyzer. Oh, geez, sit down. Wow, that's 45 feet left. It's supposed to be a little annie, but instead I just fluffed it. Wider. That one was supposed to be hyzer. I just wanted to ride the wind and make it. Oh my gosh, dude. I think hitting that mulch saved me from skipping OB. Or hazard, I mean. I have a look still. Circle 2, for some reason I feel like Siri's gonna say 13. Gotta make it. Never a chance. The last hole's ace ball on a forehand, the next one is on a mound, so probably not running it. But birdie would be pretty nice right about now. 234, wind is picked up. surprisingly. More right to left, which actually makes the forehand even more advantageous. I just need to decide if I want to go left or right of the tree that's kind of guarding the basket, and I think I want to go right of it, not calling a mando in case I shank it, but just kind of flat the touch of anhyzer right at the basket, let the disc fight against the wind and the anhyzer for 230 feet, parked. Pretty much exactly like that. Pretty much exactly like that. If you watched the channel before, if you haven't, subscribe. If you have, you know that happens like 1 in 8 times. That 1 in 80 times maybe where I say exactly what I want to do and then I do it. See if we can push the luck. Let's do the same thing, but this one goes in the basket. All right, I pushed it. I pushed the luck really good. Money, money. Last hole, go snag your vessel at Infinite Discs if you'd like. Also, my jersey, snag that at cardinaldiscgolf.com. I'll have those and all the other links that help out the channel linked down below. Really sweet disc. Not too much has changed. I do like the plastic. I do like the disc a lot. I think this is definitely a winner. And I'm excited that all these Discraft molds, which are maybe old and good, like the other two Discraft Thought Space collabs, or this one, which is new and good, but Discraft didn't want to run, are getting a production run. And honestly, with some pretty sweet artwork. Thought Space always does a great job. So shout out James Proctor, also Team Infinite. Shout out otters of the world, my fellow mammal brethren. Forehand, chains, subscribe. Bye-bye. Too much headwind. Oh, I meant forehand and then chains because it's a putt. See, I know you guys knew that. I know you guys knew that I was just being silly. Well, that's saucy. Thank you for watching.
So, believe it or not, I forgot something crazy. I've never done that in my entire life. This is the first time for everything, but I didn't even check to see what Siri was going to say. So its fate is on the line right now. The final day to enter the giveaway is like literally tonight as you're watching this video, probably within an hour of when it's posted. Friday the 18th is the cutoff for the entrance, but Siri's going to give me a number between 0 and 18, and if it's more than 12, I got to say bye-bye to this guy. Give me a number between 0 and 18. 15? Dude, Siri sucks at this. 17 the first time, 15 the second time. We're going to keep running this, and if it keeps having high numbers, I'm taking out some statistics textbooks and running the permutations and seeing how many times it's going to choose these little stupid things. So now this is the 53rd disc in that giveaway. I'm just going to add 2 more to it, and there's going to be 11 total winners. Those will be announced soon. As you're watching this, I am in camping, and it's awesome. I'm not telling you where. That's weird. Subscribe, though, and I'll see you likely tomorrow if I can get this video edited that's for tomorrow, which is also at this course, which is super fun, and maybe some more metal hoods. Who knows? But now I'm rambling because it's 11:10 p.m., and I'm going to try to edit another video before we go camping tomorrow. I'm sane and healthy. See you soon.